Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is part 2 of my visit to Brackley Antique Cellar, the largest antique centre in the East Midlands. Yes, so I'm trying to use less references, trying to make the video flow a bit more. It's very hard, and I've tried to use them where either I've said I'm going to use them in the film, or if I'm unsure of something or can't find something. Basically, I'm going to show you more failures than I did before. But that's, you know, if I'm certain of something, why show you a reference? When I'm uncertain, then I'll show you a reference. That's fair, isn't it then? Anyway, let's get on and have a look at some glass. This looks like a Kribska. Not certain though. It's only one colour. Might be Murano. Because it's not quite shaped like the classic. The base isn't quite. I don't know. It might be Murano. What's he got written on it? Large art cranberry fruit bowl, £38. Let's see if we can figure out what that is. I'm not 100% certain it's Kribska because it's just one colour. Normally they have a blended, but I might be wrong on that. This is the Kribska 1999 catalogue downloaded from the Czech Glass website and Glass Guide, I should say. Anyway, I'll show you why I was having some doubts about what it is. So this is what was in my head, and it's not quite like this. This shape is not kind of the same. It doesn't have a whole bunch of complex ribs in here, and it has this lobby here, but and that's not quite right either. However, go through the catalogue. Where am I going? Here. There we go. It's like this one here. This is in blue though, but yeah, you haven't got a big lobby bit here, and you've got these ribs inside. Can you see? And a bit down the middle. This is like a smaller version of it, but I think it's this one, but in pink. So yeah. Also, I was also saying I thought it might be a Murano. This is why I was kind of like, I was thinking of the other one, which was simpler, and obviously they do it, but I will show you the Murano thoughts that I had. This is what I see in my head. It's got ribs and everything, but when you look at it from above, that's not the same at all, is it? So this is Cristallo Venezia. Also, there's another one, this one here, which is even plainer, but you can see from this angle, it has that kind of shape. Other people were making these kinds of shapes as well. The French were making them. Vans was making these long stretched out ones. Usually there's a clear, and they're very linear. So I'd kind of dismissed them. I know there are also Japanese ones as well. I'm not going to go hunting for that now, but anyway, I'm pretty happy that it's Kribska. So yeah, there we go. Just spotted something really nice. Look at these scent bottles. Are they going to come out? Can I get one out? No. I've got the original stoppers though. I don't know how they're supposed to come out. Oh, I've got one. Look at this. Look at that. That is a super. So these are probably, looking at them, probably 1820s, 1830s, something like that. Fantastic quality. Lovely cut base, all in really good condition because they're all still in the box. Ooh. And £100. They're designed not to just tumble up. You have to sort of jiggle them a bit to get them to come up. And a rosewood box. Yeah, that is, I think that is a very good price. I think it is. Yeah, never seen it like that. Got this here. It says Scandinavian decanter. It's not Scandinavian, it's Polish. Oh God. Something, what Wozrak Sarnacki, I think, is the designer. It's from the 1970s. The stopper is kind of like a hollow ball, and you can see underneath. It goes into the hollow underneath. But it's still, I think £35 is still a good price. If it was Scandinavian, it should be much more than that. So, especially as it's such a great colour. So I found this article about Wozlag Sarnecki. I don't know if I'm probably butchering his first name. I was butchering it when I was there. I just knew, yeah, in my head I could see all these funny letters, and yeah. Anyway, there he is. And what it tells you about him, he studied at the School of Arts and Crafts in Chernivtsi in Ukraine, because it was all part of the Soviet Union then. 1953, blah blah blah. And he graduated from ceramics and glass faculty at the High School of Fine Arts, blah blah blah, in Rocklaw, I think. I don't know how you pronounce that. 1965. So, and then he worked at Krosno Glassworks from 1964 to 73, which gives you a nice little dating window for that claret jug. Now, I've been trying to find some others. I found two for sale in Poland, and there's this one here without the stopper, and yeah, it sold for 290 zloty, which I worked out to be about £42. And there's this one here, which sold for 350 zloty, but it's not as good a colour, I don't think, and that's £67. And neither of them have the stopper. I know that stopper is right because I've had one of these. So yeah, so £35 with the stopper and a good colour. Looks very cheap. Difficult to see. Couple of little Viking paper ornaments, I would say. Not paperweights, just glass ornaments. I like the one with the Viking boat on. It says they're Linshammer. So, £45. The boat one's cool, I think, with them all packed in. But see if I can find that. I have some catalogues, and we'll have a go. So I'm a little surprised that I did find them. These are downloaded from the Bergdala Glass Technica website. This is the Linshammer catalogue from 1978, and here they are, and it confirms they were designed by Krista Sjogren. Yeah, don't know how you pronounce that bit there. But anyway, you've got the little drawing over here with a little Viking man on it. Make it a bit bigger. There you go. And there you got the little crowded boat of Vikings. Yeah. So, wasn't quite expecting to find that really. Some other top bit in the back. And this is the bit that I tell people to come to, and I think I've told them too often because I get bargains here sometimes, and yeah, there's nothing jumping out at me apart from these two Dartington Sharon glasses there. Oh yeah, and it's even marked. So I don't know if you can see that mark. If you can't see it in this light, I will show you what it's like, but yeah, nothing else has jumped out at me. There's just lots of pub glasses and Ravenhead, but nothing really jumping. The only thing I've seen is it's broken. So yeah, I've told too many people to come here. I thought I'd show you the thing that I sent was broken. It's this. It's either, I think this one is actually an inkwell. It might be a perfume bottle. Can you see? I think it's mid 19th century. The stopper is not right. Can you see it's got a rough peg on it, and in there it's polished, so that, and it doesn't fit either, but it's also got this big bruise on the side, so that's very sad, because that is a super quality piece of cut glass. But yes, seen better days. Store with the toddy lid has got this glass here. I really like this one, cotton twist, and it's a double cotton twist in there. There's two little patterns going, and this shape, I don't know if it's an ale or not, but he's got a very good price on it. So I think these are from the 1760s, but we can check in Bickerton. We're looking at a page from the book 18th Century English Drinking Glasses by L.M. Bickerton, and I wasn't concerned about the date of the glass with the cotton twist in it, in fact double cotton twist, but I was questioning, is this an ale glass or not? So here, looking through all the ale cotton twist ale glasses, I think it is. So yeah, this is the one with the sort of like shortest bowl proportions, and yeah, so I think it's close to this, so it is an ale glass. The other one I really like in here, I can get my finger in, there we go, is this bell-shaped one. That would be from the 1740s, and it's got folded foot. The foot is funny. Let's see if we can get around to the other side and see a bit better in that. The fold is kind of thinner on this end and fatter on the other side. Yeah, it's a nice little wonkiness about it. So yeah, I do like that one. Sticking with L.M. Bickerton, here is that glass. It's very close. It's actually got quite a wide folded foot like the one we were looking at. Yeah, it's very close. And the date is 1740. And it's in the Hartshorn collection. I think he's written a book on glass as well. So anyway, here it is. So, because the person selling it wanted to know if it really is early 18th century. I'm pretty certain it's genuine, and yeah, and here's the confirmation of the date. The other thing in this cabinet is this lace maker's lamp. Now, the way it works is actually you don't have a candle inside here. You fill it with water, and it creates a basically, you put your candle on the other side and it creates a magnifying glass and concentrates your light into one spot. So, yeah. Got a cabinet full of glasses here. And the ones that stick out to me are these ones here. I don't know if you're going to see this pattern. It's got like a leaf pattern. Can you see? Just like an outline, and it looks like something Stuart would do, and it's got a little cut leaf next to it. I'm going to see if they're Stuart or not. So I'm looking at the Stuart Crystal 1938 catalogue. I've not been able to pin this pattern down. I've also been through all of the post-war factory drawings, so it's not a post-war pattern, and to be truthful, they tend not to use this style. Hey, where is it gone? This style here with the knop in the middle. Actually, this is probably closer to what we were looking at, like this, or maybe this one. No, this one actually. I think this one is the closest to what we were looking at. Slightly longer stem. So, yeah, they weren't using it before. This is the kind of thing it is, like this with the leaves cut into it. Is it Stuart Crystal or is it just looky-likey? I don't know. The style is the same style as Ludwig Knai, their chief designer, would do pre-war, but I am unsure of it. Got a pair of vases here. They look like something Franz Wahl would do, but I'm not certain. They've got a cut rim. They've got glitter in them though. Yeah. So what we'll do is we will go to the Acrylic Glass website and we'll see if we can find, because they're very distinctive shape, and he's got £10 on them, which would be very cheap if they are Franz Wahl. This is the Acrylic Glass website, and I thought I'd show you why I think that vase was Franz Wahl's. And yeah, so we've got, let's have a look at this one here. We've got this piece, which is a kind of similar type of thing. They made these kind of structural kind of moldings. If we look here, there's another one just here. This is a bit more fat. In fact, there's another one there that's a bit like it. This is the one I was thinking of, but you can see, look, this one is similar. Yeah, so they were making, these would be blown into a mold, so they would cover them in air. You basically get your basic blob of glass, roll it in some bits of coloured glass, which would be a mix of colours, and then blow it, reheat it, and blow it into a mould like this shape. And as you were blowing it, you'd spin it within the mould to take any seams off. So this is the same kind of thing. You can see how they would do the same kind of thing. If it is them, the pattern I would go for is this Harlequin splatter. Comes in slightly different colours. That's probably the closest one. But you get the idea. They did a whole bunch of colours. I've also, they have a Facebook group as well, Franz Wahl, and I have done the scroll of death on that to try and see if I could find the exact same shape, and I couldn't. So I'm not certain. I'm pretty certain it's Czech, that it's pre-war, but I think it's Franz Wahl's, but I can't be certain. We got says Blue Murano. It's actually Chinese. This is Plum Blossom from the 1970s. It says AF though. But yeah, we can try and look this up and see what pattern number it is. Don't see these much in antique centres, strangely enough. Two Whitefriars swans, a bigger one and a smaller one. But what, I know exactly what they are. Probably they've said they know what they are, but let's see what these prices come out as. So the big one's 29, the small one's 22. I have no idea what they should be, but we can go on eBay and find out. So we knew those were Whitefriars swans. I was more concerned about what the prices were like. The thing about this type of Whitefriars thing is that the size makes a big difference to the price sometimes, and the colour does as well, because some of the colours are much rarer than the others. So anyway, we've actually got two extremes of price here. I think this is a smaller and this is a bigger one. We've got £19.50 for this one and £30 for this one, but you've got to add postage onto all of these things. So yeah, you can see that this one is, so you're really talking with postage £25 to £35. So more ample ones than that. Yeah, look, this one's 20, so that one's like most of £30. So yeah, those prices look to be okay, although I think that's a smaller one, looking at just the proportions of it. So I think those prices were okay. Not phenomenal bargains, but a bit cheaper than a lot of what you see here. There's a few really cheap ones on here by somebody that's clearly dumping. And yeah, so anyway, I think those prices are okay. Found something weird here. It's got cranes on it. It's cut glass. Little panels cut on it there. And they're painted on the inside. I think, I'm not 100% certain, I think they are Japanese, but yeah, I don't think you'd really use it for tea. It's just for looks. Especially, I think the spout is glued on, and yeah, I don't think you'd want hot water in touch with that too often. But yeah, they're kind of sweet. £20 on them. Be interesting to see if we can find out more about them. Just spotted this little Anglo-Irish cruet bottle with the blazes cut across the base. Then you've got some hobnails. We've got 2 animated rings. This is probably from the 1820s or 30s or something like that. It's to go in a stand. Well, that's why it's so sort of like tall and narrow, because it, yeah, easily fall over. What have you got? Stopper chipped, £5. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, it's got a chip on it, 2 chips. So, but that is the original stopper. Does it come out? Yeah. There you go. You want a piece of history, 200-year-old history for £5. There you go, quality thing as well. Got a couple of interesting bits here. I think just vintage bike. I think this might be a Ravenhead one. I'm not 100% certain. I'm just looking at where the top's made, but it's not the usual shape. Yeah, I'm uncertain of that. So I'm going to try and find that bark glass. But the other thing is this, they've said it's vintage as well. This is interesting. Carafe. A little glass. Yeah, I've not seen this before. So, yeah, I'm going to try and find that too. So the first little hexagonal vase we were looking at, I believe, is Davidson. I'm not 100% certain because I can't find a hexagonal one. But this one here, with the label on, that's why I've used this one, has the same texture, and the way that the rim is finished. Can you see? Is that better? No, there is a picture of the rim here somewhere. Look, can you see it's got this little squared lip? That looks very similar. So I think it's them, but I'm not 100% certain. So the other thing what I was looking at was that hexagonal carafe and glass, and I found this. Now, these are not exactly the same, but if you were, it's got this same texture, it's hexagonal. It's such an unusual design. I think this is your most likely candidate. It's Ludwik Fedorowicz, and so it's Polish, and he worked for Zabałtwy, I think is the how you pronounce that. I'm probably killing that, but anyway, it's from the 70s, which feels right, and so there we go. That is the closest I can remember that's like that, and I've not seen it anywhere else. Nothing like it even. So there you have it. Now there's one piece where there was no reference, where I had no idea, and it's that teapot with the internal painting. Very skillfully done. Is it Japanese? Is it Chinese? I'm leaning towards Japanese, but there was no writing on it, so there was nothing to try and match characters or anything like that. Yeah, very, very difficult. I think it's Japanese. It's very fine, but I know the Chinese did that with snuff bottles as well. I did do some searching and found nothing. So, not a common thing, and I've never seen one before, so yeah, not common. Don't know what it's worth, don't know how old it is, not quite sure where it was made. Do know it's a skillful thing. But anyway, with that said, all the contact details for Brackley Antique Centre will be in the description below. The references I use will be in the description below, and please remember to like and subscribe because it really helps my channel. And thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.